We
Our
are
team
a
is
big,
growing.
happy First News family this morning. You're obviously noticing a fairly new face here. This is Bethany. We're going to talk about her in a little bit more detail in just a couple of minutes. But first, we got to, do our little spiel here. You can find our Facebook Live every morning on your Facebook feed from 8 to 9 o'clock. We love to do it for you guys, kind of give you the morning headlines, weather updates, talk about some fun things in the news as well. You can find it on our InForum YouTube channel as well as InForum.com. Just go there and type in podcasts, and then you can find the InForum Minute there. So just a few places you can find us on your local platforms. So let's dive into it. I'm Scott Engen, Lisa Budeau, Dillon Vogt, and Bethany Newquist with us this morning. So Bethany, welcome to the First News team.
Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh man. Well, I am a fresh new reporter slash anchor. I anchor during the weekends.
Last weekend was your first weekend.
yeah,
You
it was
did
my
a great
first job, too.
So
Thank you
yeah,
so much.
First News weekend mornings.
So you'll see more of that, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then you're on us with us at First News as kind of reporting on the big story of the day. So that could be in studio here with us or out in the field on potentially some breaking news in the future. So we're glad to have you on the team. So we wanted to get her in on these Facebook Lives and start being a part of these. So we'll talk about the story you told us about today, which was COVID vaccines and some potential bills in the legislature here in North Dakota that could, I guess, target them. But we want to go with Dillon first because he's our weatherman. So Dillon, tell us a little bit about what's going on today. Should be another nice day.
Yep, you said it. You did my job. My job here is done.
That's it.
Elaborate.
Nice day.
Elaborate.
Yeah, it's a nice day. It is another day where we'll probably hit around freezing. Some spots warmer, especially in northern Minnesota where they have those trees Lydia was talking about. And it's true. They have lower albedo, those pine trees, those big bushy pine trees. Not only do they trap the heat, they also are darker in color. And that darker color can actually soak the energy from the sun a little bit better, which gets those areas warmer. Fargo, Grand Forks, we've been stuck at 32 degrees the past 2 days. And on Saturday, we only hit 32 because we don't have trees in the valley. We just don't. It's just not something that we have. We have snow, and a lot of that white snow, it actually, what happens is it reflects the sunlight back into the atmosphere, and that's what we call a high albedo, which basically means we're wasting the sun's energy. The sun is giving beautiful sunny days.
Yeah.
Like, it has been gorgeous, but with this white snow on the ground, it reflects all of that energy, all of that heat back into the atmosphere, and we're stuck at 32.
Makes sense. Science.
Yeah, we might hit 33 or 34 today, but we're not going to get warmer than that because
Snow.
I
was listening.
Blame it all on the snow. So until we get rid of the snow, we're stuck with it. The 32, 33 degrees until we have 11 inches of snow on the ground right now, so it's going to take a while. And that's kind of where we're stuck at. But if you go west, like Bismarck, they hit 40, but they have quite a bit of snow on the ground too. It's a little different out there. They have a westerly breeze. We do too. But their warmth is from the Chinook wind, which is from the Rocky Mountains in Montana. They get some of that warmer air. And if you look in Montana right now, like anywhere in eastern Montana, they don't have much snow at all. And they hit the 50s day after day after day.
50s.
I know some
50s.
spots in
I
I love the
South Dakota
30s,
also,
but I love the 50s.
like here in Rapid City out west.
Yeah, they don't have as much snow as we do. And that's right back to albedo. We don't have as much snow, you're going to get warmer. And unfortunately, we have a lot of snow. And we're stuck with it.
Yeah.
And then we get cold again tomorrow. And we get a little bit more snow tonight. Not a lot, just a little bit more. So watch out for that. Not expecting a lot of accumulation. Wind will pick up out of the north, gusting up to 45 miles an hour. So a windy day. And that brings the Arctic blast that everyone I know is waiting for. Our fall spring is coming to a
I
close.
miss it already. I was like, who wants this nice weather? Who wants the 30s?
Get out and enjoy it today. Seriously, it's looking cold. I mean, we have cooler days in the forecast. So.
All right.
And you know what? We're going to have to work on this shot because we're talking about our growing family, with Bethany. But Lydia she's in the studio. She's just working.
Yeah,
she has to do all these live GMA
I think she just put something on her Instagram
so,
story.
she is here. Okay, we got to have her come over because
Okay.
we're like,
Right
look
here,
at our
right
team.
here.
Look how big our team. We
Right
can
there.
make it work.
There's a window
Nice
here,
and cozy.
window there.
There we go.
There we go. We have
This is
our
a weird little family photo.
Postcards coming soon.
Yeah.
Someone has to screenshot this out of
It's
the
a
live.
Christmas card.
It
Look
is.
at
With
that.
The reds and
Everyone's
the greens.
smile.
I love it. All right.
Someone
Lydia-
did a color board before
Lydia, do you have
this.
anything to add to the Facebook Live today? You didn't watch The Bachelor, so no update there.
No, I haven't watched The Bachelor because my kid is teething and
Ooh.
I'm not having
Well,
fun right now.
I guess
so.
that's a fair excuse.
No
Kid is
mom
kind of
time.
cramping her bachelor.
style.
I know.
Motherhood
Axel.
thing. Yeah. No, I haven't watched The Bachelor yet, so your Bachelor recap has to wait. What else can I add? What did you say? I wasn't listening.
Everything you said.
On first news. Up the snow, temperatures,
Snow,
nice day.
temperatures,
Then it's
yeah.
getting cold.
Okay, well, yeah, that's it then.
Woohoo!
Stole
Go
my
team.
thunder.
Thanks for
Leather team
making an
out.
appearance. We
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
it.
you guys. We're so lucky to have two of them.
Yeah,
so
we
we
are.
had to show off our storm tracker weather team.
Of course.
So good stuff.
All
Okay,
right.
yeah, let's go back to one of our top stories this morning. This is what Bethany was covering for us. Going to be a lot of talk about this potential ban of some COVID vaccines in North Dakota being discussed. Can you kind of break it down for us?
Yeah, so North Dakota lawmakers they're weighing some bills that are targeting vaccines, and they're specifically the mRNA vaccines. And so those would be like the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines specifically. These would be penalized, like the providers would be penalized with a misdemeanor charge for supplying the shot. And some other vaccine related bills are up for discussion as well. That would be, including banning healthcare employees and colleges from promoting and mandating COVID-19 shots. And another would ban and criminalize vaccination requirements with a felony.
And
Okay.
of course, there's been a lot surrounding,
Yeah.
mandates and the shot and all that different things. So it's interesting that the lawmakers are now actually taking tangible action towards potentially banning these, which is interesting. So we're going to continue to follow this
Yeah.
throughout the legislative session.
And if you want to read more on what Bethany was just talking about, InForum.com, they have a great breakdown too. Lots of different elements. I feel like you just were able to kind of touch
Yeah.
on a few of them for us this morning, but check out that story on InForum.com this morning as well. And of course, we'll continue to track it for you here on WDAY as well.
Very complex situation.
Yes. This is a story that's new this morning. I think is going to get a lot of buzz as well. An amendment on a higher education budget bill could actually save NDSU a ton of money. Of course, we've been talking a lot lately in the news about all the major budget cuts at NDSU. Well, this would be in relation to paying for former President Dean Brashani's severance package, which we know was huge. The amendment would have the higher education office absorb those payments from NDSU. If this bill does pass, it would apply to all future severance agreements as well at all 11 North Dakota universities. The state university system was at the forefront of the deal. However, lawmakers say that NDSU didn't have a say in the financial aspect of the agreement, of that agreement for the severance package. So they're saying they shouldn't have to bear the cost of it. Many lawmakers have actually called that severance package a golden parachute, which you probably heard, it's not new just to NDSU. The chancellor of NDSU admitted to lawmakers yesterday that there was an element of generosity with that offer in Brashani's package, but that he says it was key in keeping donors and the Alumni Association happy. So stay tuned. We'll continue to track that story for you.
All right. Also, we might be driving faster soon in North Dakota on the interstates. The state house just passed a bill that would raise the speed limit to 80 miles an hour on the interstates. Currently it's 75 miles an hour. That 5 miles an hour makes a big difference, So one of the reasons they're doing this is because two of the bordering states, one South Dakota, already have 80 mile an hour speed limits, so it kind of makes sense for uniformity. The bill, though, would also have special clauses in it for cities to lower that speed limit within the city limits, so through the Fargo FM area, that kind of thing. That's been passed by the State House and now is going over to the Senate. So we'll keep an eye on if that makes it through the Senate or not.
Of course, yesterday we talked a lot about the upcoming State of the Union address with President Joe Biden. It happened last night. Lots to kind of break down after listening last night. A lot of positive things, a lot of negative things. We talked a lot about, we even heard on First News some of the jeers and the booing and all of that. But lawmakers across the country now this morning are still responding and reacting to the president's speech. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum, one of those lawmakers, he says he agrees with the president in the unifying Americans goal, but he says he wants to see it, not just hear it. So it's all about actions as far as what he's saying. Our senators, John Hoeven and Kevin Kramer, they both say they still want to see more done with our inflation right now. And Hoeven also said that America needs to stick to the fundamentals. So you're going to hear a lot more throughout the day today.
Oh, yeah.
But it was very, very interesting. I just had stuff going on last night, so I wasn't able to watch, but it was kind of entertaining. And I don't know if that was really what the point was, but
Politics has become more
it
entertaining.
has, yeah. I don't know
in
if I was
recent
supposed to
years.
say that, but yeah, it was pretty wild. So
All right, let's shift off politics and go towards a big local event tomorrow. Giving Hearts Day, of course. We've been telling you about it. Well, it seems like for a couple of weeks now we've been leading up to it. But it's, in case you aren't aware, it's a 24-hour fundraiser that benefits nearly 500 charities and nonprofits in the region throughout North Dakota and Minnesota. And the countdown clock is already ticking. And so, there's going to be time for you tomorrow to go to that Giving Hearts Day website. It's givingheartsday.org, and you can check out the charities that you can donate to, and you can easily make your donation there. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Tomorrow you're going to be out live for First News.
For First News. We're both excited. We both get to go to the Dakota Medical Foundation, kind of showcase a few of there's hundreds of nonprofits.
Yeah,
but we're going to
worthy
showcase
causes.
just a few, and then of course keep that tally going live throughout the morning. So First News, you're going to be out live at 11, but
Yep.
it continues through all of our WDAY newscasts.
Jesse will be out throughout the evening,
Yes.
the evening newscast. So it's kind of like an all-out thing. We're going all in on Giving Hearts Day, which we should. It's a great opportunity. And then in honor of the week, the Homeward Animal Shelter and the Fargo Air Museum are kind of starting things early with an event of their own. It's going to be an adoption meet and greet, including dogs, donuts, and coffee. So I don't know what else you want.
No.
But that sounds perfect to me. Even better, it's going to be free. It's happening today. You can just show up to the Air Museum between 11 o'clock this morning and 1 o'clock this afternoon. You're going to have an opportunity to just kind of learn about both of those nonprofits, what they do, and how you can support each of them on Giving Hearts Day, which is tomorrow.
Okay, have you tried were you here when we were trying the new Raspberry Rally Girl Scout cookies?
No, I actually was about to ask, like, can I get one of those?
Well,
Did you bring your box down, or is it
I
still down
did,
here?
but it's in the Weather Center. Storm tracker, meteorologist.
Unattended.
There's still a few left, so you have to try them. But
I think I'm going to go grab
Okay.
one
Go
now.
grab one, bring it back. We want it on Facebook Live review.
yeah.
So
We had some delivered to us. Our First News team has been trying those out because we're just like a week or two away now from Girl Scout cookies going on sale. And I thought this was a cool story as well. We're talking about the new cookie, but there's a bunch of cookies right now in Fargo already. Before 1 million Girl Scout cookies are sold just right here in the Fargo-Moorhead area. They're securely behind the Amazon warehouse in West Fargo. We had video this morning on First News of just like pallets full
pallets and
of
pallets.
cookies. Okay, here it is. Raspberry Rally.
live on air.
Ooh.
See, I said it kind of reminds me of a Thin Mint without the mint, but it's got that same texture and kind of that fruity flavor.
It's pretty. And it reminds me of those, what are those, like, jelly... They're like a jelly candy. They're almost like a Jell-O, and then they're covered in chocolate. I don't know what they're called, but that's what the taste is.
Give it a thumbs up.
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay, good stuff. All
So,
right.
thumbs up. It's a good
February
review.
17th is when you can start buying those cookies as well.
All right, still following that big story from overseas tragedy, the earthquake in Turkey and Syria. We now know that this morning there's more help on the way. The World Health Organization has actually announced up to 23 million people in that area could be affected by those earthquakes. It's also left thousands of dead. That tally this morning up to about 11,000 people.
It's hard to comprehend that number.
The figure of people that are impacted, though, includes about 350,000 elderly people, over 1 million children. The U.S. has sent over the Air Force to those countries in an effort to help them out. And NATO has also decided they're going to lower their flags in all the NATO countries to kind of just honor and pay tribute to the thousands of people that have unfortunately died because of that tragedy. And there's a lot of wild stories coming out of there.
Yes.
We talked about a baby that was found in the rubble that was still attached by the umbilical cord. We've also seen children being rescued from the rubble. So, yeah, just a really sad story, but there are some, I guess, good things coming out of it with people being rescued.
As well. A turn to a much, much lighter story. Let's talk about the king.
LeBron James.
He's done it. LeBron James is now the NBA's all-time leading scorer. He takes the crown from Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who broke the record back in, this is a long time ago, 1984, the same year LeBron was born.
Yeah, that's interesting. It's super funny.
So,
Ironic.
38,388 points.
A lot of points.
My God, 38,388
Yeah,
points.
and it's kind of just been the talk of, obviously, the national sports media this morning. It's been all over social media, a lot of people reacting on Twitter, that kind of thing. So, do you watch basketball at all, Bethany?
No. Nope.
Lisa, are you a basketball fan?
Yeah, yep.
Were you watching the game last night?
No, I was not.
Me neither. I was in bed, but it was kind of expected he might break it last night or in his next game. So this is kind of cool to see him
I was gonna say,
make
it's still
that
cool.
mark.
Yeah. I don't know basketball, but it's still really cool.
Yeah, that's true. You can appreciate it whether you're a basketball fan or not. So, of course, you know Dom's going to be talking about this and much more. He has great guests every day. Hot Mic with Dom Izzo from 9 to 11 on WDAY Extra every weekday morning. Also at InForum.com. Talking about InForum.com, you can get a great deal right now on your InForum.com subscription. Just go to InForum.com/subscription for all of those deals. And that's where you're going to find all of the stories we just talked about, local, national, weather, sports. It's all there in one spot.
And you can get updates on those stories on air today through our newscast. Next one's at 11 o'clock this morning. Dillon will be part of that with Becky Parker. Then we have a 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and 10 o'clock. So you can check in on all those newscasts for your latest updates on stories and breaking news.
And Bethany, thank you for joining us today.
Thanks
She'll
for
be
being
back
part of
tomorrow
it.
morning, too. I'm glad that you're part of the team.
Yeah.
Have a great day, everyone.
Bye-bye.